Call the names. Wake the room. Wake the room. Wake the room! Lyre, Rex, Pamray, Naomi, Afasiana, Babbler, Monarch Soul, Jojo, Grey Eyes, fill my eyes. Poets assemble. No masks, no manners. Say it plain, or say it broken. Monday night in the garden of enlightenment. Low light lit minds, every line got intent. Clock ticks crooked and the room turns vigilant. Quiet so loud you can hear what the tension meant. Then it slips after midnight, manners get murdered. Nice little masks get cracked by a word or a murmur. Twisted Tuesdays twist truth till it turns on its heel. Clean cut faces go strange when the dark gets real. You can feel that shift, that slick little slip when the grin stays sweet, but the eyes don't sit. Like the room grew ribs, like the walls grew ears, like the hush got hands and it's pulling you near. And the words don't rest, they press. Put a heel on the chest, leave a dent in the breath. Every line like a knock from the back of the brain. Like you came in one shape, you won't leave the same. Late night poets, where the room leans in, where the sharp gets shown in the soft dough dim. Late night poets, hear the whole thing shift from a whispering the ribs to a line that lifts from the darkened edge of doubt to the pull you can't ignore. We don't just read the night, we make it something more. Say it plain, say it broken. Late night poets, Wednesday breaks, parts in the park, sink down the spine, half halo, half hazard, both hands in the light. In the yard, a seduction walks soft through the smoke, silk on the tongue with the blade in the joke. Books and bards wakes dust in the depth of the shelves. Old ghosts lean out and start naming themselves in a craft and sullen up the ache. Gets a voice, pain stands up street and makes silence a choice. Then break on through when the devil gives way, when the masses sink but the pulse says pray. Echoes in the dark, go hunt the fear, that thing when no name starts ringing in your ear. Say it, say it. Fill my eyes with poetry, don't water it down. Let it bite, let it bloom, let it burn through the crowd. Bad company grins like a bruise, dressed smart, and rhythm and rhyme puts a boot through the heart. Late night poets, where the room leans in, where the sharp gets shown in the soft dome dim. Late night poets, hear the whole thing shift from a whisper in the ribs to a line that lifts from the darkened edge of doubt to the pull you can't ignore. We don't just read the night, we make it something more. Say it plain, say it broken. Late night poets, some come shattered, some come slick. Some speak honey with a blade in it. Some sound velvet, some sound wire. Some walk in low and take the room higher. Some come holy, some come liars. That's the thing! This ain't filler for the dead space, no. There's a pulse with a pen, this is blood with an echo, this is breath to the backbone, ink for the crown. Live mics, live nerve, truth laid bare in the round. This is the beautiful mess, the bruise and the bloom, the line that cuts clean and makes a little room. Late souls, wide eyes, all nerve in the dark. A room full of hearts beating hard through the dark. Wake the room, wake the room. Late night poets, where the room leans in, where the sharp gets shown in the soft dome dim. slips past polite. We tell the truth. LNP, we love you. Stay frosty.
Welcome back, my friends, to Where the Music Never Ends. We're so glad for all your minds that we find. I know you all have been wondering about the show and what's going on, and that's part of the reason for tonight, as well as the few poems that we have on the board. So before we get into that, let's bring Jean into the room. Jeanie.
How are you, Rex?
All righty.
Very good, very good. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. Are we doing the weather report? How was your weather?
Sure, why not? Let's do a little weather.
How was your weather today?
89 down by me, with a slight variable breeze.
I don't know what it was here, but it felt like 110. I don't know. The house was warm and it was sticky, and I was young. Yes, so that's my opinion of weather today. I didn't even look at the temperature yet, but yeah, 88. That sounds nice with the breeze. See, I was in the house and it was just, I didn't like it, but I seldom do when it gets warm. But I can't gripe because I bitched when it was cold, so I have to be careful. We got up to 87, so we were close to you. So we're supposed to get into 64 overnight. Oh my gosh, yeah. Yep. And let's see. Oh my God, we're supposed to be up to 97 on Monday and Tuesday.
Ho, ho, ho.
I will be griping all day. Yes. 92 on Wednesday with thunderstorms. Yeah. And then 70. And then 64 and 65. And then back up to 74. I don't know what the hell we're doing. The weather is quite challenging these days. But yeah. But I do. I tend to really get grouchy when it gets hot and sticky and warm and yucky and all that stuff. But I usually survive. Let me go see what Erin said. She didn't.
58 overcast.
Oh God, that sounds good today. I could do 50. And what is it like at WKRP in Cincinnati? Yes. Now you knew it was coming, Jody. Oh, Jody's not even here now. Where the hell did he go? Oh my God.
I don't know.
He'll be back. He's bouncing in and out.
Maybe he's readjusting his volume.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that's about. I really don't.
Well, we're both back on the mirror image up top for a change.
Yes. Well, I fixed it. Let's not talk about that in front of Erin.
I know.
Oh my God. You should have seen me trying to figure that one out. It was very frustrating. Does that sound any better? Do I sound any louder? Do you sound any louder?
You sound right.
Well, okay.
I guess you could push up the volume a bit.
I found another button, so I wasn't sure. How's that?
There you go.
Maybe I could bring my microphone over where it belongs. Hello. Is that better?
Hey, that helps. That's even better.
I'm telling you, it's scary. Well, I move it to the side when I'm not using it, so it's not sitting in my face all day.
Right.
And, yeah. So then when I do the show, I don't think to move it back. So, well, what can I tell you? I'm so prepared. I've only been doing this a little while. These newbies in town. It's hard to get good help these days. Oh my goodness. So listen, I'm sure you noticed, but I added a couple more pieces to the board tonight.
Yes, and I got one I can throw in there too, but that's all right. Between the explanation of what happened, what's going on, where we're going, will take up a little bit of time. And hey, if nothing else, it gets what's going on out, and it can be a short show, but that's okay. I'm not worried about that. It's just, but first, I guess we should do a little history.
Right.
We've been doing these shows, 10 years now, right?
Oh my God, 10 years in January. Oh my God.
And if I'm correct, we've been doing music for those 10 years?
Well, we've been
I remember we had Gress and If in the early days.
they did well.
Well, here and there, yes. And I remember I took
Yeah,
over for a while, and then you
right. We had
brought in
Wolf
Wolf
Spirit.
Spirit,
Yeah,
and I passed it off to him. Then when he passed, me and Luna stepped in. It's coming up on 7 years now, going back
it's
to
been a long,
2019.
been a long
And
time.
we had pretty large shows back in the day.
Yeah.
We've torn up quite a bit of good music over
Yes.
over the 7 years. And but for the last three maybe 4 years, we uh, we kind of it kind of modeled down to a new style, a new format where we played the song first, and then we got into the poetry or um, the music created by it, or the parodies. So that made for a really nice tight show, and we've been doing it that way for the last 3 years, I think,
Right.
and it's been good. It
Yeah,
makes
it's
it
been
it,
really
it was
good.
it was warm, cheery. It was tightly constructed. It allowed us to comment both on the original music as well as offer up a ton of information, and then dip into what everybody donated as far as what they drew from the original songs. But
Absolutely.
that has now changed. 3 weeks ago, we ran into an issue. Uh,
Good.
we did the same as normal. Our first rhythm and rhyme show on this platform, and we got beamed twice
Yeah. Yep.
during the middle of the show from both U-Boob and Face Fart, and we are not allowed to run music anymore.
Yeah.
So we have to that's what the last couple of weeks been about, trying to figure out what the hell we can do and where we go from here, while keeping music as the base note for the show itself, because we still want to keep that format where we play the music and then we get into the rights. So we're running around a different thought. I'm going to run those. We've got people in the group and across all poetry who do write their own music, both, and play it. So we've got a number of those. I mean, Quicken does it. We've got I think I don't Quicken, Budo, and well, you just introduced me to a new one. Plus, we've got a few others. Plus, we've also, since the advent of AI, we've got a lot of you who are now creating your own music by writing the lyrics and then dipping into AI with your input to create the music that you want behind your words and voice. So that has worked out pretty good too. So we've got a lot of people to draw on, and I want to run that angle of using your music as part of the contest featuring, so the people can come in and then work off what you bring to the table. Now, it doesn't really matter where your music originally came from. We're going to use it as the baseline where they can now draw something else from that, and we can play your music with the poetry to run, or their music as well, because we encourage, hey, get into AI. If you can run this angle the way you've been doing, as far as offering up touches of musicality, lyricality, hey, try the AI angle and see what you get. You might enjoy yourself. I know Aaron has. He's been racking up the goodies and having a lot of fun with it. And some others, Monty, Larks. We've also got David Allen Pierce, I think, creates his own music. There's a few other people out there. So now we're going to feature you. But unfortunately, that takes us out of the realm, especially with the commemorations.
Yeah.
And that means we can't introduce new voices into the sphere because we can't play the music, which sucks.
Yeah.
But
Sure does.
we will hit the big artists as they move on to their new realms. But unfortunately, again, we can't play their music. But I gather with the larger voices, we'll get a lot more rights on that angle. So that'll play off nicely. Except it still sucks that we can't hear what they
Right.
brought to the table.
That's
So
the
moving
biggest part.
forward, we're going to be going down that lane of featuring one of y'all with your musical
Right.
talents. voices as the
Yep.
featured play for Sundays.
I like that. I think that's a great idea, Rex. I mean, it took us a while to really come to a summation of what was going to work, because
Well,
we've had a good thing going for a long time, and then when you
yeah,
said that today, I was like, you know what, that's perfect.
yeah, I want to keep that format. It
Right.
works.
I like that format very much, and I mean, we had a great run with using the fellows who have died, the people's choices of what they wanted to hear. It was great. We listened to the music and we go on. Well, we can't play the music, so I mean, we could throw a video up in LNP, but then we'd have these
But,
huge gaps in the radio, and that
and
would
that
sound
sucks too.
terrible.
It wouldn't
Yeah,
work.
no, it wouldn't. It really wouldn't. There's too many big voids. So Rex came up with the idea of featuring you guys. So you're the big stars now, and then people can read your lyrics and listen to your music and be inspired and write something to go with that. Same format, just different uh, stars. Which is great. Different. It's. I think it'll work out really well. It just took a while to figure out how are we ever going to fix it. You know, but this is good. You give us permissions, we play it, then we read the poetry or the songs that are sparked by you. I think it's a win-win. I really do. It's nice to see everybody. Well, it puts everybody in the forefront, so that's a good thing. I like it. I like it. So yeah, there was a lot of thinking, wasn't it, Rex?
Yeah,
Poor
it
Rex.
sucked.
Poor Rex. He would get it. I would talk to him on the phone about something, and I'd say, "And Rex, what are we going to do on Sunday?" And it got real quiet. And I say, "Yeah, I don't know. This is the only thing I can come up with." Of course, my ideas were pretty rotten. I got to be honest. And all of a sudden, he came out with this, and I went, "I love it." So hopefully, you'll all be patient with us while we get this uh, boat up and running, and or show up and running, or this truck up and running, whatever the hell we're doing. But I think it'll work out nicely. So don't give up on us. We're just a little, we got a little bit turned around. Everybody, every time you figure
We got the
something out,
rug pulled out from under us. Be honest. They
yeah,
said
that's the
they said
truth.
you've been marked for death. You do this again, and you're toast. We'll ban you
Yep,
from the platform,
yep. I
literally.
said, oh Lord,
And
that's all.
I find that inherently shitty, considering the millions they've already got on their platforms doing the very same thing we do.
Honest to God, honest to God. You go over there and everybody's got videos up of all these artists, and they're right there on the platform. But we're trying to share it and pay homage to the 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 groups and the music, and using it for inspirational purposes. And I don't know, but we got smacked, so we have to tell the truth. We got smacked, and but yeah, well, it's typical Rex. When you figure out the answers, they always change the questions. It's
Yep.
that same theory, that goes on in all the rest of your life. It's like whatever. But this was a tough one to figure out. It was.
And
Mm.
you're right, Aaron. That takes away a lot of names that you might not know, or you know the music, but you don't know who that is, and you get it reintroduced. And then there's the other ones you've never come across before that get
Right.
introduced, which also sucks because you know what? That means we drive people to those platforms to check them out,
Yeah,
listen to what they've got to offer, and that's
absolutely.
also a lose-lose for those dummies on the other end. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Because they're all about they want the money. Yet when you take away
Right.
people who are actually driving views that way, where the money comes in, then you lose out on the fact that how many people are we losing out on? I mean, all over the
Right.
world for that matter. Because we got Aaron, we got plenty from Australia, we got London, we've got the Philippines, we've got Spain, England.
Yeah.
We cover everywhere just about. Yet
Yep.
We're not entitled.
Absolutely. And you know what's funnier yet about that, Rex? These people that put out like their stuff, okay, and they use this music. Some of them are raking in the dollars, right?
Yes, they
We've
are.
we've we've never made $1 on our shows ever. We've made money on the anthologies, which all went back into the radio. But like Podbean, there's like $50 over there in the account, and I've never once touched it. And I never gave them my information to send it to me. That's not my interest in this. I've never monetized a show. I've just never done it. And ours is strictly for inspirations. A nod to the artists. It's only ever been for that, and that's what makes it such a shame, is the fact that we've just never made $1 on it, and I've never tried to. That's like the funniest
Well, it
part.
wasn't about that.
No, it's not. I don't see that this is about that at all. Not
No.
only this show, any of our shows. I've never considered any of them a moneymaker, because I don't feel that I don't feel that I should make money off of everyone's poetry. I have a problem with that. That's not fair. And as I said, the anthologies brought in some money, and they paid for the radio for a little while. But that was the purpose of the anthologies. Everyone who
Right.
donated poetry to the books, contributed to the radio, and that's the only reason I even did that. So I mean, the whole thing just is, it's a shame. It's just a shame, because
It is.
they want to
Yeah, because
target everybody.
Aaron hadn't come across Country Joe and the Fish before.
Yeah,
We've done Atomic Rooster. I've dropped in Traffic. I mean, there's a ton of stuff out there that, I mean, there's Moby Grape, for God's sakes.
yeah,
There's a ton of stuff out there that most people don't know a damn thing about unless people like us bring it to the table.
yep, yep. You got to bring it to the people so the people know to even look for it. But it is what it is, I guess. Um, but I mean, don't let that hold anybody back. I mean, honestly, because there's enough stuff out there that's really, really good that you guys have all created and shared with us. It's wonderful, inspirational poetry and songs that we've had, and I really mean poetry/songs, because let's face it, you've all written the words, and to me, the lyrics are the poetry. So I just always look at it that way. But I think we're going to be okay. It's just going to be different, a little bit different.
Yes.
A little bit different.
Well, the first one ought to be nice, because I didn't know he created his own music. So our
Right.
first will be we're doing Mike Horsfall,
Yep.
and he gave me 8 songs to play with. So
There you
I'll
go.
be dropping that out.
Yeah, that'll be nice. I'm not sure if he's put them all up on poetry yet, lyric wise.
I'll have to go through that, but he did
Yeah.
send me all 8 links to
Yeah, he
the
sent me
music.
another one tonight. I don't know if he sent it to you, but I'll send it to you. But
Yes. I forget what it was. Let me see. Here Driftwood Bays. That was the last one.
yeah.
He's got that whole album called Quiet Nights, and then he dropped me Driftwood Bays.
The last one he sent me was Memories Blue was the last one he sent me. So I don't know. I'll have to listen to it.
There'll be another one.
Yeah, I'll check it out, and I'll send it over to you. But I'm looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to everybody else as well. Aaron's got a lot of stuff that people can find inspiration in. Fabrice has stuff that people can take inspiration from.
Yeah, Monty's dropped a few.
Monty.
Quicken's got quite a bit.
Yep.
Budo. I mean, we got plenty. Oh God, Dr. Hook. Damn it.
Yeah.
There's another one. Oh, jeez.
Yep. Yep. I mean, we could do straight up shows on I guess, Dr. Hook and just do poetry or whatever songs are inspired. But we just won't be able to play their music. And, you know, sometimes we get like
Yeah,
6
there's
or 8
nothing quite
pieces.
like listening to the lime and the coconut.
Absolutely. Yeah, right. Exactly.
I mean,
But
the mood has got to be set for what comes afterwards.
absolutely. And see, that's the thing, we lose that part of it. And you know, if we get 8 poems that are inspired by Dr. Hook, that's not a show. That's what, a half a show? You know, if we're not
Oh,
playing music, you know.
yeah.
So it's you know, it's a give or take kind of thing,
Well,
you
the
know.
funny thing is, the way it's been going the last year, it's been intimate, like a club setting where you've only
Yeah,
got 50 or 100 people in the room.
absolutely. Absolutely. But it's that's right.
Yeah, but we left out the bread angle and the meatloaf.
Yep. Yep. We got all we got to review snacks. We didn't get the main courses on that.
Oh
Oh,
my God.
son of a gun. That was pretty funny though. But yeah, so it's been different. But we had a great run up until this last mess. And I've been thankful for every one of the shows because I always thought they were fun, they were intriguing, they were uh, you know, it was great to see what everybody gave us back on the music. And yeah, but you know, it's like anything else, you know. All good things come to an end, they say, right? It's a shame. It's really a shame. And you know, we changed platforms depending on where it streams to. I don't think it's going to be a whole lot different. You know, I mean, I was concerned about the YouTube side, but when we got smacked on Facebook too, I went, well, guess that ain't happening. And well, so here we are. But we took our lumps. Dang it, we put some ice on them. We put some ice on those lumps. Ah, finally they went away. You know, but we have a plan. We have a goal, so should be fun. I really think it'll be fun. I think it'll be good. You know, it's nice to put people out there as inspiration and
Yeah,
see
and
what
then
comes
there's the
back.
stuff that other people brought to the table. I mean, you look at
Mhm.
what Stephen he drops in Bad Omens. Don't know the band,
Yeah,
so
right. Me neither.
until I go check it out, I won't know. And the unfortunate part is,
Right,
we would have gotten to hear that normally.
right, right. So it's kind of bummed, but I still have faith. You know that it'll turn around. But boy, it was a long 2 weeks there, Rex. Long 2 weeks.
Yeah, a lot of considerations to be
Yeah,
noted, thrown out, and brought up, then tossed away again.
right, right. But it's good. You know, they say change is good, right? And the only consistent thing in life is change. So I guess we're right on the boat. I don't know. All I know is I just shook my head. Uh, so we've been kind of quiet because we didn't really figure it out until today. And here we are. Here we are. I can't tell you that we figured it out, but we're going to give it a shot. Um, I don't know. We'll have to come up with some ham and some turkey for that one, Aaron. He's talking about maybe Thanksgiving time. Oh, God, yeah. But it's kind of interesting. Kind of interesting. So let's see. We did the weather. We made our big announcement. What else?
And we have, let's see, we
5.
got 1, 2, 3, 5, and we've got
God knows
uh,
what Rex has up his sleeve.
a couple of SoundClouds in there. Even Poeta made us a SoundCloud.
Yep, yep, absolutely. We got Poeta and
That ought to
Aaron.
be fun.
Yes, yes, yes. And yeah, so I think. Oh yes. Well, I think it's a more serious piece actually. I didn't read the whole thing. I only read like the first
Yeah, that was on the Mother's
three or
Day
four
board that
lines.
didn't
Right.
quite make it.
I know Aaron says, "Are we doing Mother's Day tonight?" And I said, "Well, I'm really not sure."
Well, there were two to use, so
Right, right. So we have them. And I hunted up that audio and said, "Oh, please God, let me find it." For some reason, I put in Erin's email address when I do a search, and nothing ever comes up. And I know darn right well I have like a bazillion of them in my mailbox.
You just spell it wrong.
No, I don't. I have. No, I don't. Oh, well, maybe I do. Wait, let me think. What did I put in? Yeah, you never know what I might have called him at that time.
An earned cancer.
Yeah, he's usually in my good graces when I'm checking my email. In the studio sometimes, not so much. Yeah. It's because he's always picking on me. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So let's see what else. Rex said tonight he's going to tap dance for us. Yes. And he's going to hum a tune or sing it. I'm not sure which one he decided.
Well, it'll be a shorter show, but at least we got what we need out on to be heard.
That's right. We could always do karaoke. What do you think? We could do some karaoke.
Yeah, again, music.
Well, you know, karaoke, isn't that up for grabs for everybody? We just put up the music, everybody else has it. We have to sing it. Yeah. If you want to do karaoke, you got to sign up, but you got to call in because we're not singing it for you. I'm not singing that for you. Oh my God. Too funny. Too funny. But yeah, so anyway. Yeah, normally I know what to do at this stage of the show. I'm not real sure tonight, Rex. What am I doing?
I guess we just get into it and play the dice that have been rolled.
What's the saying the one person says? Nothing to it but to do it. Ah, I'm a mess. Okay, so let me see. Well, the first piece that we have up on the board is called Standing on Sorry. And that is Goodbye. Left for Good by the Bad Omens. We can't help you with that, but the link is in the topic board. Oh my God. I'm so backwards now. And let me put, who's got to unmute? I'm not muted. You're out of your mind. Some people. I got enough troubles. Okay. So, I know. Here we go.
It's a sad night, so why not have a bit of fun while we're at it? Cheers.
Right. Okay. So, Rex, I'm going to let you read this first one. And as I said, this is called Standing on Sorry by Stephen SKF. And whenever you're ready. I think.
Standing on Sorry by Stephen ISKF. You never did learn how to say sorry. I warned you it wasn't in your vocabulary. Yet here I am again, apologizing for your faults. Bite marks all over my tongue, truly unable to speak up for myself. You'd think if you wouldn't learn your lesson, eventually I'd at least learn mine. Yet here I am, still standing in the middle of what I know is wrong and why you think it's right. Truly just stoking the fires of what you think you can get away with when you blame me for all your faults. Thankfully, we're well past that now. I have no trouble sleeping at night, even though you still owe me an apology. And Paul.
I guess I'm going to go first, huh?
Absolutely.
How did I know? This is a pretty honest piece, you know. But how many times in our lives have we found ourselves in a circumstance of this nature? You know, you never did learn how to say sorry. I warned you it wasn't in your vocabulary. Yet here I am again, apologizing for your faults. Bite marks all over my tongue. You know, truly unable to speak up for myself. You'd think if you wouldn't learn your lesson, eventually I'd at least learn mine. Yeah, you know, some folks are just that way. They don't know how to say they're sorry. They don't know how to admit that they're wrong, you know. And, I usually use the term bite my head off, but it's bite marks all over my tongue. Yeah, you're biting your own tongue. Person on the other side biting your head off. And it's hard. It's a hard place to be. And it's a hard situation to stay in. But, yeah, down at the end, you can get away with truly just stoking the fires of what you think you can get away with when you blame me for all your faults. Thankfully, we're all past that now. I have no trouble sleeping at night, even though you still owe me an apology. So I have to, I sense a parting of ways there, but sometimes it's the only way you can handle it, because some people are just never wrong. So nice work, Stephen ISKS. And thanks for sharing with us tonight. Good piece.
Yeah, I like the therapeutic nature involved with this and the fact that it doesn't boil down to a singularity. Because if you read this, because of the language, the bite marks all over your tongue, you can hit on the fact that it might be a mother, a father, a brother, a sister, a lover, a best friend. So it applies to everybody without singling out a single person. I like that note because it does hit on what was it? Standing in the middle. That kind of hits on the idea of siblings. And then you of what you think you can get away with when you blame me for all your faults. That can work. A lover, a brother, a sister. That note of thankfully, the bottom end is being out on one's own. So it applies to all of the above. So I like this, Stephen. You didn't set it down for a proper person, but you gave voice for everybody to draw something from. Nicely done.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, let me. Wait, I got to type that line. Some things never change. Oh my God.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep them doggies rolling, 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 rolling.
Right. See? I was on it. Rex has a new song he sang. Did everyone notice that? We weren't listening to
I
Bandit.
didn't go for the dirty version.
Be nice. You be nice.
Rolling, rolling, rolling.
No. I got another poem.
Rolling.
I got another. Oh my God. I got another poem for us. You ready?
That's cool.
I'm going to read this one. Jody, I'm really sorry. I'm going to read this one. This is called.
Wow. I hope it ain't snowing in Cincinnati.
I'm telling you, it might be. First off, the song that inspired this piece is called Sedona by Houndmouth, who I'm not at all familiar with. So, and sadly, we're not going to hear it tonight.
Yeah. That's the second one for tonight. Bloody hell.
Yeah. What is up with that, man? Just kidding. Okay, Jody, I promise I'm going to do my best. Wait, somebody's talking over. You'll be fine. It was 80 degrees in Cincinnati today, just in case.
Oh, damn.
Nice. You're a little slow there, Jody. You're a little slow. That's okay. I appreciate the response. Oh, my God. Okay. This is called Internal Exodus by Jody Melton. It says it's a song. Wait a minute. Let me go to the bottom. Nope. I thought I was going to have to hit a button. Okay. This is called Internal Exodus. The desert taught me silence long before I ever learned how to pray. Out near the red rock spine of dawn, where the earth cracks open like an old confession, I walked beneath a bleeding sky, searching for something holy enough to carry my name. The wind in Sedona spoke through juniper and canyon walls, through dust devils twisting scripture, into the empty ribs of the valley. And Lord, how small I became there. Not broken, just finally honest. I laid my old selves down like worn-out boots beside the river, watched the current drag away every version of me built from fear, from pride, from the hunger to be understood. The mountains did not answer me with thunder. They answered softly with stillness. A hawk circled high above the cliffs, like a prayer returning to its sender. And somewhere between the ache and the echo, I felt you. Not as a man in the heavens, nor a voice inside the clouds, but as breath moving through all things, through stone, through strangers, through the pulse beneath my chest. They kept whispering, begin again. So I stood there barefoot in the red dirt, sunset setting fire to the world, and let forgiveness enter me, like rain finally reaching drought. I thought salvation would arrive like a cathedral, grand and golden. Instead, it came quietly, a canyon swallowing my sorrow, a river teaching surrender, a desert sky reminding me that even the stars survive by burning. Now, when I close my eyes, I do not ask heaven to save me. I ask for the courage to keep my heart open in a world that profits from its ruin. Because Sedona showed me this. God is not hiding in the sky, waiting beyond death with folded hands. He is here, inside the breaking, inside this man who crawled from the wreckage and still chose love. End poem. I did good to the
Great
end.
read, Gene. Thank you very much. I like the
Thank
title and its implications. That it
you.
offers up a nice thought of where you're going before you even drive us down that road. And boy, did you. I like the idea of that singularity, being that infinitesimally small iota of a dot within a grander scheme of things, which you described. That note of the wind in Sedona spoke through juniper and canyon walls, through dust devils twisting scripture into the empty ribs of the valley. And Lord, how small I became there, not broken, just finally honest. Ooh. And then that next one, I laid my old selves down like worn out boots beside the river, watched the current drag away every version of me built from fear, from pride, from the hunger to be understood. The mountains did not answer me with thunder. They answered softly with stillness. And then you roll into that note of nature and how it washes over one in the moment and gives you new perspective to the reality of things, especially a sense of self. And with that, you get to see that I don't have to be the biggest thing in the world. I just have to be that part of the world which sees the world for what it is and not for what I can lay into it or take from it. An honesty that speaks from the heart. Nicely done. Thank you, Jody. That was cool.
Wow.
All right, Chinjini.
Where the
What,
hell
wasn't
do
that
I?
long enough?
Where do I
Or did I
begin?
take all your stanzas?
Well, you probably did, but I wasn't paying attention to you. Not tonight, I wasn't. Jody, I have to say this is my all-time favorite of yours. It's beautiful in both imagery and thought. A really incredible piece. Uh, I mean, God, and I say this seriously every time I say it. This is one I could copy and paste the entire thing into my comment and say, this is what I liked about it. I thought it was really stunning. I picked it up here. The wind in Sedona spoke through juniper and canyon walls, through dust devils twisting scripture into the empty ribs of the valley. And Lord, how small I became there. Not broken, just finally honest. I laid my old selves down like worn out boots beside the river, watched the current drag away every version of me built from fear, from pride, from the hunger to be understood. The mountains did not answer me with thunder. They answered softly with stillness. I mean, this is I think it's really stunning. I really do. I love I just loved everything about it. And thank you so much for sharing this one with us tonight. Um, yeah, this is just incredible. So um, yeah, I cannot say much more because I would have to just start quoting more lines and saying I just loved every one of them. That I laid my old selves down like worn out boots beside the river. I was like, yeah, it has a prayerful feel to it, although that's not what it is. It has um, almost like, well, I don't know. I can't put my finger in it, but I find it to be so excellent. So I can't say more than that. So thank you, Jody, for sharing with us
It's an
tonight.
hymnal to all things that hold grace.
Yes, I mean, it's just fabulous. It's just like, if you look at it one way, it's like a prayer. If you look at it another way, it's like someone preaching, but without the word preaching being that deep kind of thing. It's just because if somebody really reads this, they can take from it and learn from it, and I don't know, they can find that something in it, and I love that about it. So yes, yes, yes. I don't know. It's one of my favorites. I'm getting upset. Yeah, that's okay, because you're going to keep writing, and I'm not going to you know, get all crazy like that. Let me put that on there. I had to add that somewhere. This is excellent. Okay. Now let me see. Okay. Wow. You want to do yours next, Rex, and then do the Mother's Day pieces? You want to do them first and then do yours?
Well, let's roll the way we are. We're fine.
You know, just checking. This next piece that we are going to put up is a poem written by Poetic and set to music. And I am going to read this one, or take care of this one, I should say. I shouldn't use the word read. Yeah, me too, Jody, me too. But I'll have to check that out, because I bet you that'd be wonderful. Okay, so this is Poetis piece going up, and we'll put this over here. Don't mind me. And this is called Taking. I'm gonna find it. Taking Dinner to My Mother by Poeta de Cabra. And here we go. Oh, if I get my buttons straight. Here we go.
It was her breast I suckled on, her lap that I gladly sat upon. 'Twas her who banished all my fears, the one who wiped away my tears. Taught me right from wrong as a lad, made us a loving family with my dad. Washed, fed us, and dressed us well. If things went wrong, she didn't yell.
Made time for a game or to read us a book. Sometimes she would let us help her cook. Many good cooks around, but there is no other who compares with the cooking of my mother.
Home-cooked meals are impossible to beat. More Mom puts on the plate, more you eat. Whether she cooks cakes, fish, lamb or game, there is no one around who can cook the same.
For years she fed me breakfast, lunch and dinner. I enjoyed every meal because each was a winner.
I loved my meat roasts
And even my veggies too. Nothing was better than Mom's 3-day-old stew.
Mom and Dad worked hard and we were never wealthy.
Thanks to Mom's cooking, we grew up strong and healthy.
Christmas time was fun,
Lots of food and plenty of cheer.
women eating pudding and custard,
Men drinking beer. La-di-da-di-da-da. Oh yeah.
It was her breast I suckled on, her lap that I gladly sat upon. 'Twas her who banished all my fears,
The one who wiped away my tears.
Sadly though, all this will soon be a thing of the past.
Time goes by, nothing good in the world can ever last.
getting older now,
slowing down a bit more each day.
Been about 4 years now
since dear old dad passed away.
She won't be here forever.
One day she will go to her maker.
Hope it's a few years yet though,
before the angels take her.
I am so busy these days.
Wish I had more time to go and see her.
Really miss dear old mum, her kitchen and delightful aroma.
Never able to thank Mom enough for being so loving and kind. As we get older,
We wish some of the years we could rewind. When she gets old and frail
and needs to depend on another,
I'll enjoy preparing,
cooking and taking dinner to my mother. La-di-da-di-da-da.
oh yeah. It was her breast I suckled on, her lap that I gladly sat upon.
'Twas her who banished all my fears, the one who wiped away my tears.
Excellent. Nicely done, Poeta. Thank you for the SoundCloud. Very much appreciated. All right, Jeannie.
Yes. I really liked that piece. I really did. I thought each one of the stanzas was really well written. I enjoyed the story throughout. Originally, when I saw this, there was no music to it. It was just a poem, and it was, I shouldn't say just a poem, but it was a good poem. I thought there were loving and kind thoughts of his mom, and but I enjoyed it very much, and I loved each stanza, and I thought it was a beautiful job, and I love how it went to music so nicely. I thought it was a neat choice of voice because it had that little brogue going on in it, and I thought that was great. And Rex, I have to ask you to do me a favor, and can you refresh real quick? I'm sorry.
All right.
Sorry. But yeah, so a nice piece by Poeta. I thought it was kind of fun, kind of sentimental. Yeah, really nice job. Oh Lord, I got very large all of a sudden. Yes. Yeah. So yeah, we're in process. We're in process here. But well, nice works tonight, that's for sure. I think Rex made a wrong turn. Rex, make a right. Yeah, down that street. Oh my goodness. Hey, Rex is back. Welcome back.
Har.
It's kind of off-putting when you do that. All of a sudden, I become this huge icon in the middle of the.
I know, I saw.
Oh God, it's awful. So, what did you think of Poeta's piece?
Well, I like the picture first. There's a nice late 50s, early 60s vibe to that. And a lot of people forget how easy they have it today, because back in the day, we didn't have dishwashers.
Yeah.
Mom usually did the dishes, and as we got older, we were then brought in to do our part with washing and drying dishes, because that was part and parcel to the meal. So I like the fact that he dropped that picture in there as that note to early life. And that very first stanza, what turns out to be the chorus line, was done well. And I like the fact that he ran with two voices, and
Yeah.
they harmonize on certain parts of the song on the back end. That was a nice touch as well. Now this hits about all the good times. It rolls back on a touch of nostalgia because life was simpler, life was safer, and everything was copacetic to our youthful vim and vigor back in the day until we got to those years where, hey, we knew better than parents because we know everything. Those teenage years, yeah, they thought the terrible twos were bad, and nobody
Yeah.
prepared them for teenage years.
Right. Honest to heavens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so now it's on the back end. Hey, it's time for you to bring the dinner round. Make that effort, clean the dishes, and hey, enjoy the time that's left because everybody gets older, and all things they do not last. As you kind of hits on
Yeah.
it in here, so all things do not last. So, and I
Mhm.
did like that. Nothing was better than Mum's 3-day-old stew. Yes, people forget. They're so busy and wanting to get rid of it right up front, they forget that every day you leave that stew in the fridge
Better.
makes it that much better. The flavors get ingrained into everything deeper and richer. So
Mm.
the third, fourth, and even the fifth days were the best touch for soups and stews because they were rich and
Yeah.
full of flavor.
Yep. Those flavors just melted together. Now everybody's like, I don't want leftovers. I don't want leftovers. I'm like, God, some things are better when they're leftover. You know, my family here kind of looks at me like, you want to eat that again? Yes. Yes, I do.
Well, that's the idea when you make big batches like that because they are pleasurable in having it again.
Yeah. My ultimate life would be to cook uh, large quantities on a Sunday and then just have to heat them up Monday through Friday or Monday through Saturday, because, some things just get better and better and it's all out of the way and it's just, reheat. But they all look at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, well, you just don't get it. So I just shake my head and say,
Yeah,
whatever.
it all comes to that. Well, now, I want this. I want the easy stuff. Well,
Yeah.
that easy stuff has got too much shit in it. Try something real and homemade.
Did anyone notice that Rex said a bad word? He said a
Shit.
bad
Yeah,
word.
always said it.
Oof, he said a bad word again. Rex, that's not nice. I'm kidding. But yeah, I mean it's not the same as it used to be, that's for sure. My mother would make a big pot of soup or a big thing of sauce, or she'd make a meatloaf boy, and the next day a meatloaf sandwich was the best in the world. Um,
Hey,
you know,
during the winter when we were all out um,
sledding,
skiffing
shoveling.
or go snowboard, not snowboarding, sledding. Best
Yeah,
time was coming home for lunch. Hot tomato
yeah.
soup with grilled cheese sandwiches to dip in.
Oh yeah, that's like, to me that's just a wonderful thing.
And being in the house just long enough to warm your feet back up, put on fresh socks and boots, and go right back out again.
Hmm. Yes. Well, my grandson, he's so funny. Yeah, we've talked about him before. He used to eat grilled cheese sandwich, and I said, "You want tomato soup?" And he looked at me like I had two heads. So now he's over in the high school, because he's ninth grade, and he came home one day. I said, "What you have for lunch today?" He goes, "Grilled cheese and tomato soup." And I just looked at him like, "Do I even know you?" So I put that on my list real fast and said, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, that's a winner in my book. I could do that any night for dinner and be a happy girl." But he said, "I just use the tomato soup to dip the sandwich cream. I don't
That
drink
was
the
the
soup."
best part.
He goes, "I don't drink the soup." I'm like, "Oh my God."
Oh,
But
we always did. We drink
I
the soup
know.
because you take that last dip, you leave a half an inch in the bottom of the cup, then
Yep.
you dip your other half in there, and you make sure you clean that cup out cold.
Absolutely. Don't waste any of that good stuff. I've been known to take and break up that second half of the sandwich and kind of put it in the soup. That was like wonderful. I don't know, but yeah, but he's moving along. He's moving along slowly, but he's moving along. Okay. Well, this next piece I'm going to put up, Rex, is inspired or took inspiration from the song Watching Scotty Grow, which we will not be hearing tonight. I'm sorry, I just have to keep saying it because it's like, wow. And this is called All Grown Up Thanks to You. And this is by Errant Panther. And I got this one covered, Rex. You just relax, okay? Put your feet up. Put your feet up.
In that case, I'll mute.
Yeah, there you go. I'm going to do that too. So here we go.
You count the change at the kitchen table light, stretch a little into plenty just to keep my world alright. You wore tired like a metal and still smiled through the strain. You made a home from hard days, then you gave me my name. Every lesson, every bruise, every door you held for me. Now I see what love can do when it works that faithfully. Here I am, all grown up, thanks to you. Here I am, still enough, still your boy. You built my bones, you gave me grace, and I carry it everywhere. Now I sign my own papers and I pay my own way, but I hear your voice in my choices every single day. When I stand a little straighter, when I speak and hold my ground, it's your strength in my shoulders that keeps me level now. You taught me how to bend without breaking in the rain, how to keep my heart open even when it hurts to stay. Here I am, all grown up, thanks to you. Here I am, still enough, still your boy. You built my bones, you gave me grace, and I carry it everywhere.
Excellent. Thank you, Aaron, for the SoundCloud. Very much appreciated. All right, Genie. You got to unmute first, though.
I know I was typing and I didn't want to miss out on that thought. That was for sure. This piece, first off, it was a beautiful tribute to your mom, Aaron. I really liked it. Each verse was really well done. But the piece is wonderful. I loved each and every part of the lyrics. I thought they were great. And you captured so many aspects of your mom and her contributions to your raising, you know. I'm sure that she must have heard this because I have a feeling you would have. But I think that you really she's probably like over the moon about it because it's a beautiful tribute. It really is, and I think you did a great job. Oh, your mother used to play Bobby Goldsboro when you had guests over. That's a good one. That's a good one. And as a kid, you were embarrassed, and now you sit there and smile, right? I bet you. Thinking back on that, she's proud of you, obviously. You know. Yeah. I mean, I think that I don't know. I was looking. I said, okay, what can I do? I love the pre-chorus. You taught me how to bend without breaking in the rain, how to keep my heart open even when it hurts to stay. I love the bridge. If I ever get to heaven and they ask me what I knew, I'll say, look, love looked like a woman who gave me everything for two. Wow, I can't even read. If I ever get to heaven and they ask me what I knew, I'll say love looked like a woman who gave everything for two. And if my hands can make a living, if my name can stand in light, that was always your investment, turning into life. And gosh, you know, I mean, the whole thing, I really could just kind of roll through it all. I like the chorus very much. And that outro, I am what you made, 1,000 little ways. Here I am all grown up and I'm yours in every day. Here I am all grown up, thanks to you. I thought that was a sweet outro in that. And yeah, just another great piece. I mean, we do this all the time. You know, I mean, I sound redundant saying, I really like this piece. And you know, when I say I liked it in its entirety, I think he probably just shakes his head like, yeah, sure you do, Phil. But I really do. You know, even the pre-chorus, you know, I could go back to that. Every lesson, every bruise, every door you held for me. Now I see what love can do when it works that faithfully. You know, there's not a piece of this that isn't just well done and well expressed. I think the expression of the love you have for your mother comes through this very clearly. Um, you know, and I think that that's wonderful. So thank you for sharing as always. Wonderful job.
Nice. I too like pre-course. The fact that you brought in two different pre-courses but kept to the same angle and thought was well done. It extended the idea of that note to where the chorus then gets delivered. That note of here I am all grown up thanks to you. Here I am still enough, still your boy. You built my bones, you gave me grace, and I carry it everywhere. But that second verse kind of sets the pace because it walks on the idea of adulthood and the learning that came with it. Now I sign my own papers and I pay my own way, but I hear your voice in my choices every single day. When I stand a little straighter, when I speak and hold my ground, it's your strength in my shoulders that keeps me level now. And
Yeah.
and I did like that bite at the bridge. If I ever get to heaven and they ask me what I knew, I'll say love looked like a woman who gave me everything for two. And if my hands can make a living, if my name can stand in lights, that was always your investment turning into life. Ooh. Cheers to that Mother's Day piece.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That was spot on. For real, for real. Okay, so let me see. Well,
Mom loves it and has listened to it 20 times since last weekend.
she can play Watching Scotty grow and then play that right after it.
Probably does.
Yep, when people come to visit, now she can play the two of them back to back. See, she got her own little playlist going. I think that's great.
Oh.
It's funny, but it's so true. That's great. See, now you can tell her we've even had it on the podcast. See, it's on YouTube now. Oh my God. That would be great. Oh gosh. Now the next piece that I'm going to put up is called Lamentation from Mom, written by Omens of Jess. And this was inspired by Mama, I'm Coming Home by Ozzy Osbourne. And we will not be hearing that tonight. We could just do it this way, Rex. Come on now. Oh my gosh. That was worth a chuckle, you know. Gosh. It's a tough crowd over here.
Yeah, and that song, he wrote that for Sharon.
Yeah, that's nice. That's a nice one. I like that song, actually. I think it's yeah, because I think we had that on our Ozzy Osbourne show, which we
Yes, we
won't be
did.
doing again. God, this is crazy. Okay. Well, I think I'm up for. I think I'm supposed. I think no. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I'll
this
read
was
it.
definitely a you.
Okay. Okay. Lamentation for Mom by Omens of Jess. Leave this message for my mother. Mama, where do I begin? I never saw you win, but I think not less of you. An inspiration. If I told you my first memory, would you cry? The many things our loved ones said when you were mixed in the lies. You did your best. You tried. That was until you got tired. Then things got tough. You temporarily replaced me with men and drugs. I don't hold this against you one bit. You lack so much love. You spent so much time searching. Now that I'm older, I understand your yearning. It's taken my own fault to know this, as always. Also, your first time learning. For a while there, our relationship was burning. Fast forward to today. We've forgiven each other, but we've gone our own ways. You're on my mind and memories replay. I pray you're having a good Mother's Day. I really need to hear your voice soon. Even to this day, I get worried about you. But I'm just glad we're talking. I'll call you at noon. Love, Jess. End poem.
Ooh, a very different, right? Which walks on a partial note of the rockiness of their relationship, and the fact that hey, that bite of men and drugs kind of tells a bit of its own and what was going on. But she also does hit on that idea of glad that they're now talking, even though they don't live close to each other, don't get to see each other. At least they're mending and still have that note and understanding. Yeah, things might not have been as rosy as they could have been, but there's still some life left to enjoy the fruitfulness of that time spent together. So I like that
Yeah.
note. But there's no real bitterness in this. It's it's kind of a reflective note that moving past that angle of bitterness and understanding, because well, she's grown up, moved on, and moved out, so she would have gone through her own tribulations and maybe understands a bit more than she would have as a child. So, cheers, Jess.
Mm-hmm.
Nicely done.
Absolutely. I hang on one second. Yeah, I thought it was a beautiful piece, based on love, understanding, and forgiveness, allowing both to move forward and mend the relationship. It's a wonderful, loving piece written here. Life's not always easy. Not every mother is perfect. Not every child is perfect. Let's be real. And sometimes, the children need to go through their own rough times to absolutely understand how hard it really was for their mother. Not every mother is the Rock of Gibraltar, although we would love to be. But, we all have our shortcomings in life, young and old. And I think that this was a really lovely piece written. So thank you so much, Omens of Jest, for sharing this with us. I really appreciate the piece very much. And then in the author's notes, I'm gonna read them. This is a poem I wrote for my mom for Mother's Day. She lives far, and I don't always get to see her or hear from her. Our relationship and lives have been a bit rocky, but I love her nonetheless. I think it's beautiful. So, thank you so much again for sharing with us. Well done. Okay. I have to write that line. I swear to God, that's exactly what I type every time I say that. It's terrible. I should just stop writing it, I guess. But I want people to know we appreciate it. Yeah, that was great. Okay. Well, this next piece I'm going to put up has no song listed as an inspiration.
No, just the voice.
Good. And I was going to say, and that's good because we won't be listening to it anyway. I know, I'm rotten. I am.
Hey,
but
rub their smutty little noses in it.
Well, we got to make the best of it, right, Rex? That's what I can say.
Yeah.
Okay, this is called Amanita Awakening. Or Amanita Awakening. Rex, he never writes anything I can read. Okay, whenever you're ready, bud.
All right. Amanita Awakening. I want to do away with you, so far away in death's bouquet. Do not coddle soft verse. I hurricane whimsy and the beat of shovels where lie earthen mounds, where gravediggers sip cognac from sweaty thighed immersion. She rose past midnight's vanta cradle, birthing her monochrome defecance spread across this valley's gonadial vein. A neon groupie gasm of button or summoning that breasted squirter, that liquid leprosy, the sound of that which bleeds, Caradwin's limerence. A whispering tentacle of who? Lingering latent between ridged furrows. Bare wood, a shadow of self in chapstick commerce entombed. Sigh in fair forested streams, glisten in the shiver shape of cathedrals, swimming moats, cherry-stained tears, and numb that causeway of commonplace conundrums. O coffined cosmos, ye paraffin of melted effigies, I seek the solace of wild-haired vespers, and cherubal chantings, smoky, long-legged, bent-kneed prose. Tonight, we gather midst a bonfire of Druid calculus, and sink in the terminus of acrylic avenues, and run starkest through our midnight's oily canvas, hailing Falstaff's medium carpe diem. Terra Nova, we bless the azimuth of those souls, starred shots, kamikaze comets, ablaze in a wake of last rites and Irish car bomb salutations. Sing, sing, you sinners of fleshy farce, for ye have not yet earned your wormy retreat, as sallow is thy vest and empty is that booth of your spiritus sancti confessions. Praise not your avant-garde dereliction, for I will baste ye in an open pit spit of golden slumbers screeching nevermores evermore in tongued tumescence. And poem.
My. See, I get nervous when I start commenting your stuff. Because I know there's always something underlying there, and I'm always like, It was a great write. It was a great read. And I think that's pretty funny. You started singing in the beginning. I said, is he going to sing this whole thing?
No,
And then you
that
stopped.
that was just it started out with that line, a little note to Jim
Jim, who was
Morrison.
it? Okay, just making sure. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't know. God, there's so much stuff. I wanted to. I think your first couple stanzas in this were kind of wild. Definitely. Yeah, I mean, gosh, let me see. Hurricane whimsy and the beat of shovels where lie earth and mounds, where gravediggers sip cognac from sweaty thighed immersion. I was like, okay, there goes Rex. Um, and she rose past midnight's vaunted cradle, birthing her monochrome defecance. Spread crust this valley's canadial vein, a neon groupie gasm of buttoned awe. I said buttons, wait a minute, I gotta pay attention now. Awe summoning that breasted squirter, that liquid leprosy, the sound of that which bleeds. Caradon's limerence, a whispering tentacle of who? Yeah, and I said, okay, well, you had my attention, absolutely. I'm like, okay, where's this going? And then you went down and you got into something that seemed different, a bit different. But then I got to tell you, you really had me going here where is it? Yeah, sing, you sinners of fleshy farce, for you have not yet earned your wormy retreat, as sallow as thy vest and empty as the boost of your spirity sanctity. Confessions. I went, okay. And I gotta say, this last one. Praise not your avant-garde dereliction, for I will baste ye in an open pit, spit of golden slumbers, screeching nevermores evermore in. Man, I'll tell you, that's now that's a rough eternity, in my head. It's like, wow, I will baste ye in an open pit spit of golden slumbers, screeching nevermore evermore in tongues tumescence. Yeah, but I think that was just awesome. But great piece all the way through. I mean, you always get me a little nervous because I'm like, wait a minute, am I missing something I'm supposed to say? Or am I going to say something that I definitely miss? I don't know. But it was a great piece, Rex. Now, what prompted this one? Let me see. Is there anything down here? No, you never give
No,
me anything.
I was taking a walk down to Dollar General, and I
Uh-huh.
had this line popped in. I want to do away with you, so far away in death's bouquet. And I picked up a notepad and a pen, wrote it down so I wouldn't lose it. Came
Right?
home, and they were rattling around my head all day long. And I'd go to bed and I couldn't sleep. So I take the pad with me to bed and I start writing. Then I get up and then I run the whole thing down at once.
Yeah. That was a great piece. I mean, I admire the fact that you can kind of do that. Well, do what you do because your wording is always like, I don't know. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You lead it one way, but it could read another way, and what have you. But I really think that yeah, the imagery is always good. Um, it always has a punch to it to me, and I love that. It's just very good, very good. And where's Aaron? Let's see what he said. Oh, well, he's picking on me still. So anyway, so
Can't
much
play
for
the
going to
records.
him.
Yes.
Yeah, I was counting on him for a second comment. Um, yeah, but yeah, so well done, well done, well done. I say, well done. I don't know. I can't copy and
Well,
paste all
we
that,
did
but I'll
manage
copy.
to stretch that to an hour and a half. So
That's right. You want to sing us a song for the last half hour? Oh wait, you're supposed to tap dance so we can hear your feet. See, that's why you got to tap dance so we can hear you on the radio. Oh God.
Ah, yeah.
I don't know if I don't think I have anything worthy of the music show. And if I do, it's already been played 500 times over. Wait, let me hit the refresh and make sure nobody added anything. Nope, nobody else added anything. Let me go over here. Oof. My. Yeah, either my stuff's either Wednesdays or it's been done 1,000 times. I got that one. No. And the only one I have about my mother is very sad, so I'm not going to read that one. Let me see. I don't know. I think I got nothing, man. I think I got nothing. So I guess
He's still dapping on you. Warming up the vocal cords for another SoundCloud, Gene?
I don't have another SoundCloud, Aaron. I ain't
Yes,
got another one.
we're all up for the evening.
That's right. We didn't collect because we didn't know where we were going to go. Yes. I have a dark piece. You know.
Well, we can leave it at this. We did get everything across that we needed to, plus what we had on the board, so that's all good.
Okay. Yeah, so we've cleared everything prior, and yeah, and next week is a new
Plus
week.
plus the confusion of what's going on. So, well, hopefully move properly in the direction that we're going to now.
You think we're going to walk in the direction we're heading to now? You know, I'm only kidding. I have faith. I do. It'll all be good.
Yeah, it'll work out.
Yep.
It sucks, but it'll work out.
Yeah, and it might not suck as bad as we're saying.
Well, no, it's just that we can't roll into that which has been done before, and we can't do any real positive celebrations on the passings that we know are coming. Right. Well, now that we have John Hook on the board as well.
Yeah, right. He picked a fine time to leave us, Lucille. Oh, another song, sorry. I'm only kidding. Being a smart aleck. Okay, well
who'd have thought Brad Arnold would lead us 3 doors down to hell?
I'm telling you. It's really something, I say. And so we have nothing out there lingering, huh? No contest things. Okay. Well, I guess I'll take this spot to say on June 6th, we'll be doing a tribute show to Shamala. So just so everybody is aware, there is a topic board up in LNP for people to put poetry, either inspired by something of hers or something that just you wrote with her or something that, reminds you of her or just memories of her. We are going to be running a contest to gather content. We do not have that up yet because we're still waiting on John's talking to her family about the use of her poetry. Okay. Yeah, because it's kind of a gray area with the use of her poetry at this point because we'll be putting it on a radio show. But I do have some pieces that were shared by Shamala to us with permission to read them. Well, not read them, play them because they were audios. So that's a wonderful thing. Those pieces will definitely be included. But he doesn't want to step on anybody's toes. We don't want to step on anybody's toes. We just want to make a good show, and I don't want to say a good show, a good tribute. that we do that for everyone that has passed that was a member of LNP. On occasion, we do tribute shows to people who weren't a member of LNP, but were good friends with a lot of people in LNP. We try to touch on that as well. So, just so everybody has a heads up, 6th of June. Yeah. And tomorrow night we have a Garden of Light. Yep, 2 weeks. Yeah, we had to make sure we gave it enough time and enough. We want to make sure there's plenty of time to put up the contest for the content, and that we could gather poems on the topic board as well, and try and gather as much as we could. It's a little bit of a process when we do these. So sometimes more, sometimes less. But yeah. So everybody, I don't know. Join us tomorrow night for the Garden of Enlightenment with Gray Eyes Smith and Louie Wild Dove, and you never know, and company. That's my famous line, and company, because we don't know who will show up for front page picks. And what do you have for after midnight tomorrow night, Rex?
Oh, Pam's show from last week.
Yeah.
I forget what that was. She moved it forward. I think it was.
I'm looking after midnight. Morrison carryovers and Josh Billings.
I think that might be the right one, Josh Billings.
From 512. Yeah, that must be it. So yeah. So Morrison carryovers and Josh Billings. There you go. So there you go. That looks like that's going to be a good show. Twisted Tuesdays. I don't know what the hell we're doing. I'll be honest. Pam's on it. She's runs contests like 519. Oh wait, I do know what it is. Albert Desmangles, Art and Haitian Proverbs. There you go. So that's nice. Part Sinner, Part Saint. Those girls are always up to something. They're always up to something, but I do not know what. They didn't tell me. Wednesday, we have the Art of Seduction. I believe it's Gray Eyes Wednesday. And I don't know what he's got up his sleeve besides his arms.
Okay, that was last week.
And I think...
Yeah.
I have to look and see. I'm scrolling down here again. Books and Bards. I'm not sure if that's this week or next week. Let me look. Books and Bards. That was the 7th. She's doing it every 2 weeks. Yep. So this Thursday, this Thursday morning after the Art of Seduction, we'll have Books and Bards with Monarch Soul and T.S. JoJo. So that'll be nice. And then, of course, that brings us to Thursday, which is In Our Craft and Selling Art, followed by Echoes in the Dark. And after that, it's me and Rex again. We're like the bookends. Friday, open poetry with Fill My Eyes and IntimidusRex. And so we need some poetry on that board. And hint. I have 2 pieces though, but I need more than 2 for Friday. But it is only Sunday, so I can only complain so much. So yeah, we're doing good. And then next Saturday we'll have a night off. Maybe. We'll figure it out. We never know what might, surprise us. Right now that's just an open space that we can jump into if we need to. And and next weekend's Memorial Day weekend already. Isn't it? Yeah. My grandson's off from school on Monday.
Robbie, old sinner, really saint.
Yeah, right. Yeah, where the heck is he? He didn't show up again tonight. See how he is? I'm putting that on the record. The nerve.
He must be in the room of the velvet rhinoceros.
Oh, I'm not asking. Not at all. I don't want to know anything about the velvet rhinoceros. TMI. He needs a tardy note. He's not tardy, he's absent. Tardy, he hadn't
Like I said,
shown up.
there's a lot of jazz going on at the velvet rhinoceros.
Ah. Yeah. So that's it. So let's see. That's yeah, that's the whole week in a nutshell. And then we're back to IntimidusRex with poetry. Or no, what the hell is IntimidusRex with poetry? What is that? A new show? Rhythm and rhyme with IntimidusRex. Yes. On our new directions. And so I look forward to that. And yeah, we got all kinds of stuff happening. All kinds of stuff happening, I tell you. So yeah, I don't know. Anything you want to say, Rex? You want to talk about anything? We got 25 minutes if you want.
Hey, I did quite a bit at the beginning of the show, so.
Yes. That's okay. We don't mind listening.
No, I think I covered everything that we needed to, including the pissed off angle. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of rough, man. It's kind of rough not to be a little agitated by it. Good night, Aaron. It was really great sharing time with you. He's
Good night, Bubba.
He's got to run. He's not having.
Oh, he's got daylight down there while we're singing around midnight.
Yeah, right. Yep. He's burning daylight. No, so I don't know, Rex, but I think things are going to be good. And yeah, I don't know. Good night, Aaron. Stay out of trouble. Or good day, Aaron. Have fun. I don't know. I never get my time zones right. Ever. I swear I don't. But yeah, so we're doing good. We got all kinds of possibilities. You know what I mean? We got possibilities happening. So yeah. Anyway, I think I'm going to let you go. You have yourself a wonderful night. Get some rest. You got an extra half hour in for tonight. You know, you'll be up breaking leaves in no time. Yep.
Oh yes. All right, gang.
Take care.
Have a nice evening.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
There you go. Sing it.
Good night, sweetheart. It's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. It's time to go. Bum, 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 bum. Good night, sweetheart. It's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Good night.
See the drunken version because I sang with you. Should sound really good on to tomorrow. Good night, Rex. Take care. Talk soon.
All right.
Okay, bye-bye. Oh.